Hi, I'm Jonathan. I'm based in the Waveney Valley area of North Suffolk. We've had a few things done since we moved in a couple of years ago. The house came with an oil heating system, and there wasn't any other things done to the house other than the insulation there. So we have installed solar panels on both our roofs. We put in energy storage to kind of capture the benefits of that solar power, and we've installed a heat pump to replace the existing heating system. And we've also connected a smart charger to charge our car from the system. We started to work out where we were, so looking up, for example, your energy performance certificate. When you move into a house, you should get these. If you don't have one, it's really easy to get one, quite cheap, but it will tell you how well insulated you are and what your next best options are. And we were lucky that the house is already insulated, so we then looked at where we wanted to be long term and what was the best order of steps to do to get there. It made sense that we could do solar first, least disruption, also getting big benefit protecting ourselves against those energy bills. And then once we got that in, because the solar is helping us reduce our energy costs, producing more ourselves, etc., then it's a better time to start looking at electrifying our heat. So the heat pump came in after that. Our oil tank was due to run out and need quite a large supply again. So that's a good time for us to look at changing the heating system. Generally speaking, installers have been very professional. Any work you have done in the house, you want to find someone trustworthy, and it's normally the hardest thing to do is to find someone you know who recommends someone, and we rely on that kind of word of mouth. But because not so many people have had this work done, then it's looking for things like Trusted Traders, Trustmark. There are certain bodies like MCS who regulate some of the work done on retrofitting. And then companies, for example, who work with local government schemes or local housing schemes to give you a measure of confidence that they're going to be there and they have done the job. So obviously finance was a big consideration. We wanted to make sure we had control of our costs. We wanted to make sure there was a net benefit to us. And we used a mixture of our own finance, green finance and mortgage extension, and then also the government grant, so there was something for the heat pumps boiler upgrade scheme. And the way we looked at the finance is there's two forms of value. One is that we made sure that whatever benefits we're getting are significantly more than any monthly cost of repayments. So we are not only getting benefits from not having to buy in electricity and having pretty much zero bills for 6 months a year, but we're also selling some of our electricity as well, additional benefit. We're also then able to use certain tariffs, which means it's cheap, you get cheaper rates for electricity and you can do things to help the grid out at certain times. So you start to tap into those benefits. But there's also other kind of long-term benefits, which is how much the house may be valued at. And banks are increasingly looking towards rewarding people whose homes are more energy efficient. So potentially with lower interest rate mortgages in the future or other things that may be available. So we felt there was good long-term value plus a really good case for the payback on energy costs. We really enjoy living in the house now. I think it's benefiting us in terms of it's a healthier environment. It's never cold in the house. We don't have to think about putting the heating on. We're much less concerned around our use of energy, and generally most things are just run themselves. There is sometimes a bit more complexity when things go wrong, etc. But again, there are people out there who can help. There's always a solution to the problem. So in general, we really enjoy it. We definitely wouldn't look back. We've done quite a lot. We've taken a bit of a pause, but there are more things we'd like to do. One is make sure we're as energy efficient and airtight as possible. So we'll be looking to use a thermal imaging camera just to check on any sort of spots that might be missed and any gaps that we can easily address. So one of the things that I would definitely recommend is getting as many quotes, as many people to come to your property as possible. Most should do this for free, give you a survey, make sure obviously they're registered and qualified, But you'll often find that certain suppliers, whether it's with solar panels or heat pumps or other things, have preferred options and ways of doing things. And for example, in my case, we have quite narrow pipes in part of our house called micro-bore. They're quite annoying to work with. And some people say you can't run heat pumps with them, but we found a company who said they could, and they are working. So it just shows that it's always worth shopping around, and also to get quotes and to let installers know that you're shopping around, to make sure you're getting the best price and the best options for you.